Good morning, everybody in the house. Okay, so the time is 6 a.m. in the morning, guys.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Nigar. Okay, so good morning, everybody. It is beautiful Sunday morning. The time is 6:01 a.m. And yes, we are connected live here, everybody. Good to see you guys taking up charge. Yeah, beat Sunday. You guys are nicely waking up. Very good. Okay. So everyone, close your eyes peacefully. Take some deep, long breaths. Just relax your mind and the body. Close your eyes. Keep your spine erect. Palm facing upwards in your laps. And just take some deep, long breaths. Inhale and exhale. Be silent. Be calm. Take deep, long breath. Breathe in from the nose, slow and deep. And then exhale from your mouth with a straw kind of opening, slow and deep. Keep breathing slow and deep. We'll be shortly starting with the meditation for the day. So take a moment to realize where you're sitting right now. Just be aware of your environment. Feel the calmness in your surroundings. There's no rush, nowhere to go, just being there, silent, relaxed, peaceful. So just be with yourself. and observe that your mind is settling down very nicely. The internal chatter in your mind, so many thoughts, so much of going on inside. Just give a break for that. Just be relaxed. Just feel satisfied with whoever you are, wherever you are. Take a moment to appreciate what you already have. Let the internal chaos settle. And now let's get started with the meditation for the day.
Day 7. Watching the mind. The essence of all methods of meditation is to watch, observe, witness, and be mindful. What stops us from being able to access that natural state of being, which is why we need to have methods, is our complete and automatic immersion in the process of our thoughts and feelings, collectively called the mind. We seem to have lost the off switch for the mind, and so our thoughts and preoccupations are relentless companions that we can't seem to get away from. Even when the body is tired, often thoughts will keep us sleepless. Interestingly, Osho includes the emotions, along with the thoughts, in what is called the mind. We have all probably experienced how this thinking and feeling machine can drive us crazy. We've also all likely thought that it would be just great if we knew how to turn it off at will and have some peace and quiet when thinking isn't actually needed. Osho has spoken a lot about the mind, and the people around him have asked him many questions related to it. In today's excerpt, Osho responds to a question about whether the mind cannot simply commit suicide. The questioner is clearly hoping that there is some shortcut to be found for silencing the mind. Osho responds with a beautiful explanation about the relationship of mind and meditation. In the practical Osho meditations that follow, one suggests we embrace our thought processes and start enjoying the mind rather than fighting with it. The other gives an effective, immediate stop method that creates a distance between us and our thinking. Osho's insight.
Can the mind commit suicide? The mind cannot commit suicide, because whatsoever the mind can do will strengthen the mind. Any doing on the part of the mind makes the mind more strong. So suicide is impossible. Mind doing something means mind continuing itself. So that is not in the nature of things. But suicide happens, mind cannot commit it. Let me make it absolutely clear. Mind cannot commit it, but suicide happens. It happens through watching the mind, not by doing anything. The watcher is separate from the mind. It is deeper than the mind, higher than the mind. The watcher is always hidden behind the mind. A thought passes, a feeling arises. Who is watching this thought? Not the mind itself. Because mind is nothing but the process of thought and feeling. The mind is just the traffic of thinking. Who is watching it when you say, an angry thought has arisen in me? Who are you? In whom the thought has arisen? Who is the container? The thought is the content. Who is the container? The mind is like you print a book on white, clean paper, words appear. That empty paper is the container, and the printed words are the content. Consciousness is like empty paper. Mind is like written, printed paper. Whatsoever exists as an object inside you, whatsoever you can see and observe, is the mind. The observer is not the mind. The observed is the mind. So if you can go on simply observing without condemning, without in any way creating a conflict with the mind, without indulging it, without following it, without going against it, if you can simply be there, indifferent to it, in that indifference, suicide happens. It is not that mind commits suicide. When the watcher arises, the witness is there, mind simply disappears. Mind exists with your cooperation or your conflict. Both are ways of cooperating. Conflict too. When you fight with the mind, you are giving energy to it. In your very fight, you have accepted the mind. In your very fighting, you have accepted the power of the mind on your being. So whether you cooperate or you conflict, in both the cases, the mind becomes stronger and stronger. Just watch. Just be a witness. And by you will see gaps arising. A thought passes and another thought does not come immediately. There is an interval. In that interval is peace. In that interval is love. In that interval is all that you have always been seeking and finding never. In that gap, you are no more an ego. In that gap, you are not defined, confined, prisoned. In that gap, you are vast, immense, huge. In that gap, you are one with existence. The barrier exists not. Your boundaries are no more there. You melt into existence, and the existence melts in you. You start overlapping. If you go on watching and you don't get attached to these gaps, because that is natural to get attached now to these gaps. If you start hankering for these gaps, because they are tremendously beautiful, they are immensely blissful. It is natural to get attached to them, and desire arises to have more and more of these gaps. Then you will miss. Then your watcher has disappeared. Then those gaps will again disappear, and again the traffic of the mind will be there. So the first thing is to become an indifferent watcher, and the second thing is to remember when beautiful gaps arise, don't get attached to them. Don't start asking for them. Don't start waiting that this would happen more often. if you can remember these two things. When beautiful gaps come, watch them too and keep your indifference alive. Then one day, the traffic simply disappears with the road. They both disappear. And there is tremendous emptiness. That's what Buddha calls nirvana. The mind has ceased. This is what I call suicide. But mind has not committed it. Mind cannot commit it. You can help it to happen. You can hinder it, you can help it to happen. It depends on you, not on your mind. All that mind can do will always strengthen the mind. So meditation is not really mind effort. Real meditation is not effort at all. Real meditation is just allowing the mind to have its own way and not interfering in any way whatsoever. Just remaining watchful, witnessing. It silences by and by, it becomes still. One day it is gone. You are left alone. That aloneness is what is your reality. And in that aloneness, nothing is excluded. Remember it. In that aloneness, everything is included.
The meditation.
Okay. So just absorb these thoughts in your mind. First of all, the art of meditation is simply observing. Okay. So just like a movie, observe your mind कि कौन सा thoughts are coming, going, blah blah blah. Okay. Whenever you start involving with the thought, okay, so all of a sudden trigger yourself back again कि hey, I'm like thinking, and just be aware. I need to observe it rather than think it. I need to observe it. And the more you start becoming better in this thought observation, you will realize कि from one thought to the other thought, it will start taking more time for thoughts to come and go. Right now, if you are just closing your eyes, a lot of thoughts just pump in this, that, and you get carried away with that. So thoda sa, you have to discipline yourself. Be an observer for the thoughts and don't get involved in that. And if you're feeling that, hey, you're again thinking about those moments and those memories, remind yourself back again, hey, I should not think I am just a watcher. There is nothing right and wrong. Take it. You have to keep reminding, I'm just a watcher. And as soon as you start becoming good in this, be consistent with that. You will realize over a period of time, from one thought to the next thought to come, it will start taking some time. The mind will start clearing up. And what this guy is saying is, when this gap comes in between, you will find immense peace in your life. It's like nothing is happening. You're all involved, just silence and emptiness. So the second stage he's saying is, don't get too much carried away in the silence and emptiness. कि मेरे को ये चाहिए, मेरे को ये चाहिए. The more you chase that, again your mind will be busy in a lot of things. So you need to be an observer to that space as well. And the more you do that, over and all, then slowly and steadily the thoughts will start disappearing. And that's what is observing your mind, observing your thoughts. And slowly everything will be crystal clear in your mind. And that is what is a meditative state, when the thoughts will automatically disappear. But the fact is, you should not try to disappear your thoughts. They should disappear automatically. The more you try, the more you force yourself to get to that state, you will never get there. Okay. So simple ways: keep your eyes closed, keep your spine erect, keep breathing slowly, steadily, and just observe. Just observe as the mind is busy in processing thoughts, emotions, all of those things. But try to not get involved with these thoughts. Be an outsider to it, be an observer to it. Okay, so ठीक है, now live we will be performing the simple meditation. ठीक है, for the next 5 minutes we'll not speak anything. चाहे तो I'll just play up some music behind the screen, but the matter of fact is just be an observer to your mind. Let's try it out. And every time you get carried away in the thoughts, okay, as soon as you realize I am thinking, just start incrementing a counter. 1 2, let's see how many times you got involved in your mind and the thoughts. And by the end of this 5 minutes or so, just let's see how many counts everybody has. It's natural, guys, it's natural. Take care, chalo. So let's go with a proper meditative state. Palm facing upwards, spine erect, and just be silent. Okay, take a deep long breath and exhale. Just feel that you're healthy inside, you're peaceful inside, you're calm, you're joyful inside. Okay, your life is filled with excitement, fun, happiness. Okay, with desire, dream, passion. You're in love with the way you are, with your surroundings. And it's a very beautiful life that you are gifted with. Start accepting all of these thoughts in your mind. It's calm, quiet, and peaceful. Take a deep, long breath and exhale. Again, exhale. Again, exhale. Relax and stay peaceful. Rub your palms against each other. Roll it over your face. Slowly open up your eyes. Okay, good morning everybody in the house. ठीक है, कोई निकल तो नहीं गया ना ऊपर, बॉडी में ये माइंड अभी, राइट? ठीक है. So guys, do it. Keep doing it often. You'll find that inner peace, and which is really the source of a lot of things in your life. Okay. So really keep observing yourself on a regular basis. You will find peace with your mind, and life will change for you. Okay. And that's what it is. Highly recommended to keep doing these exercises over time and time again. You will get more focused. Your thoughts and all, mind पे control एक आएगा, your desires पे भी control आएगा. Once you have control on your mind, your desires will be like क्या करना है क्या नहीं करना है. Okay, so everything is going to be very nicely balanced. ठीक है. Okay team, so chalo, have a nice, very beautiful, peaceful Sunday, and let's get started with all the other things. देखो guys, एक important thing, don't live in the pressure of being successful, don't live in the pressure of being happy. ठीक है, स्ट्रेस से नहीं होता है ये सारी चीजें. यू शुड एंजॉय व्हाइल यू डू ऑल दिस. ओके, सो यू शुड एंजॉय कि यार बड़ा बनना है, ग्रेट थॉट्स कमिंग. यू शुड एंजॉय द जर्नी, waking up in the morning, being meditative. You should enjoy these moments. ठीक है. If you are feeling कि stress ने करना ही पड़ेगा and all, so it would backfire on you. You will not be peaceful and you will not be satisfied. ठीक है. So get your mind trained to that aspect where you start living all this thing by your own choice and very happily. If something is getting too much frustration for you, don't do that, because it is going to cause further damage for you. ठीक है, थोड़ा avoid करो, be more relaxed. but again then take up the pace and get executed into it. ठीक है? So maintain that balance properly. Don't live in pressure of success. ठीक है? Make it a choice. Make it a happy journey to reach there. चलो, thank you everybody. And a few things. तो कल साला कोविड का सेकंड डोज लिया मैंने, ठीक है? एंड यस, जस्ट लाइक फर्स्ट टाइम, तो उससे फीवर वीवर वाला फेवर चलता है. सो व्हाइल यस्टरडे स्लीपिंग आई टुक दैट टैबलेट, डोलो विलो खाया था. एंड अभी मॉर्निंग में थोड़ा आई एम फीलिंग दैट वीकनेस. लास्ट टाइम जो भी बंदे लिए थे तो नेक्स्ट डे पे सबने ऑफिस को छुट्टी मारा था. सो लेट्स सी, आज का फिर दिन है, तो कुछ तो करके बाय एंड ऑफ द डे ठीक भी हो जाती है. ठीक है? सो दैट इज वन थिंग. एंड द सेकेंड इज कि ये साला जो भी अपन YouTube पे, बिकॉज वी प्ले दिस थिंग राइट, सो इट्स अ कॉपीराइटेड वर्ल्ड दीज डेज. ठीक है? तो YouTube सीधे वो सारे वीडियोस ब्लॉक करता है, मेरे को ईमेल मारता है कि भाई दीज आर कॉपीराइटेड कंटेंट्स. अरे भाई पता है समाज का भला हो सकता है राइट. तो इट्स लाइक कि वो वीडियोस मेरे सारे ब्लॉक हो जा रहे हैं. एंड आई हैव इवन टेकन वन कोर्स ऑफ सदगुरु. ठीक है? अपने पास 21 डे अबंडेंस प्रोग्राम का भी है मेडिटेशन, एंड दिस वाज द थर्ड. तो मतलब रिपीटेडली अपन यही सब करेंगे, तो दीज आर लाइक एक्सपर्ट्स इन देयर ओन फील्ड. वी डोंट हैव टू री इन्वेंट द व्हील. सो उन लोग के चीजें लेके अपन अप्लाई करते हैं. बट लुक्स लाइक उस पर कॉपीराइटेड कंटेंट आके वो वीडियोस रहेगी भी नहीं चैनल के ऊपर अपने. ठीक है? सो फॉर दैट रीजन फिर क्या करे यार, अपने को खुद समझ के फिर आई हैव टू डिलीवर द सेशन. तभी जाके वीडियोस मेरे बचेंगे, नहीं तो सबके सब ब्लॉक होके बैठे रहेंगे. एंड आई एम मोर स्केर्ड कि फिर यूट्यूब बोलेगा साले तू रोज ब्लॉक करता है ना, तेरा अकाउंट ही ब्लॉक कर देते, एक मेल वैसे डाल देगा वो. दे कैन जस्ट डू दैट राइट, बिकॉज कॉपीराइट्स एंड ऑल आर देयर. ठीक है? तो लेट्स सी. सो आई प्रिपेयर फॉर दैट एंड विल डू इट. उसमें क्या बड़ी बात है यार. ठीक है? सो विल जस्ट डू इट स्टेप बाय स्टेप एंड विल इनोवेट इन द मेडिटेशन प्रोग्राम एज वेल, द वे वी गो फॉरवर्ड. ठीक है? But yes, we need to give the value for all these great people who have developed all these systems, experimented so much, and dedicated so much, maybe a decade of their life, or even more than that, for their own, for the society's sake. So that's really very powerful. ठीक है? तो we'll respect them, and फिर अपन उनसे सीख के अपन भी सिखाते हैं. YouTube is not giving me option to play them directly. ठीक है? तो चलो, take a deep long breath, exhale, and then enjoy your life and have a fun today. ठीक है? And guys, today 9 p.m. session will not be happening. तो जाओ, संडे को थोड़ा सा चिल आउट मारो. ठीक है? खाओ पियो, कुछ अच्छा अच्छा पकाओ, enjoy life. And then see you guys tomorrow morning. Bye bye, take care. Thank you everybody, have a nice day.